Uh, how you doing, guys? This is another video. Um, those are videos I'm making, basically following Karl Kolensky to respond to him because he's one of my role model on the left. He's a guy that's like really very honest with his point of view. So I am following him and I'm commenting on videos that he has. I have a section for Karl Kolensky in the videos that I make. I have many other videos about other topics, but there are great videos that Karl Kolensky has that are worth following. So in this video, he's talking about that the fact that what is it? 40% of Republicans say Biden did not win the election. Guys, this is kind of scary. I'm hoping that we're not going to lose this country because we're going in a very dark path where people do not look at reality again. And I think that's quite shocking. Karl Kolensky had a great show about this. He talked about it very carefully. Um, I want you to look at the video that Karl Kolensky had where he talked about this, but this is not good. Alright, I'll let you guys watch it.
President-elect Joe Biden won the 2020 presidential election amid unsubstantiated cries of fraud from President Trump, according to a Reuters Ipsos poll released Tuesday. The survey, conducted from Saturday afternoon to Tuesday, showed 79% of U.S. adults believe Biden is the winner of the presidential election. Approximately 60% of Republicans said Biden won. Major news outlets called the race for Biden on Saturday afternoon after he was projected to win Pennsylvania and his 20 electoral votes. Trump has thus far refused to concede defeat, waging lawsuits in multiple battleground states. Most legal experts say these lawsuits will accomplish little to nothing, in part due to the lack of evidence presented so far. On Tuesday, Biden called Trump's refusal to concede an embarrassment. So I think they're messing up the headline a little bit here. They're burying the lead a little bit here. 79% or 80% of the country saying, yeah, the guy who won the election won the election. That's not enough, and that's not the most important part. The most important part is apparently 21% of the country says he didn't win. More importantly, 40% of Republicans say he didn't win. Almost half of Republicans, 40% of Republicans are like, no, he didn't win. Let's review. You have the election. You have in many of these states the on-the-day votes counted first, so it looks like Trump's ahead. Then the mail-ins start getting counted in a lot of these states. Biden shoots into the lead. Now you have a situation where he's going to get 306 electoral votes. Even if by some miracle there's a recount and Trump wins Georgia, then Biden still wins 290 or 291. It's not even that close. Like, yes, Biden underperformed the polls, but that's because the polls had him in a landslide with 351 electoral votes. He wins 306. He underperformed the polls, but it's still a comfortable victory. In fact, it's literally about the same size that Trump's win over Hillary was in 2016. And Trump called that a landslide when it was him. Now, Trump won the Electoral College and lost the popular vote. Biden's going to win the Electoral College and win the popular vote. Win the popular vote by about 5%. Right now, he's up like 5 million votes. He's going to be up by 5%, likely by the end of it, 4 to 5%. So, in other words, it's not even really that close. And every network called it. Because every network is going, listen, the numbers are what they are. The data is what it is. You know, they're fine with, weaving a partisan narrative over on Fox News. But when it butts up against something this stark, this reality-based, this close to home in terms of who we are as a nation, they're not going to, what are they going to do? They're going to go out there. Some of them, I guess, Laura Ingraham and Tucker Carlson, Sean Hannity are out there playing the game, pretending like, oh, it's not over yet. But all the other hosts, anybody who has a shred of integrity is like, obviously it's over. Who are we kidding? 40% of Republicans. 40%. 40%. No, it's not over. No. Biden didn't win. I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, we found our number of TFGs. Apparently, the number of TFGs is 21% of the country, but about 40% of Republicans. Listen, hey, at least we get to say a majority of Republicans are reachable. 60% of Republicans, there's hope for.
So this is what the country is right now. The country is in a place where 60% of Republicans look at believe in reality that, you know, election is election. If Trump would have won, he would have won. If Biden wins, Biden wins. But there's a 40% of the Republicans that are very dangerous. Those are the most dangerous people on the planet, because whatever Trump said, they're gonna say that they agree. If Trump said the wildest thing, or he bangs like he does the craziest thing, they will defend him. So Trump is like a god for them, and you know, so that's very dangerous. And there's a lot of evangelical that believe it, that are following Trump, that kind of hardcore. So we do see the hypocrisy of the people in the church. So that's why I'm not a religious guy. There's a lot of hypocrisy. So Karl Kolonski did a great job here. It's like, it is not good. It's like there's a 60% of like he said, it's true, that of the Republican Party that are reachable, but there's a 40%. That's still pretty high, guys. I don't know what you guys think. If 40% tells you that, if 40% of the society tells you that something crazy like nothing exists, something crazy like nothing exists, or I'm not a human being, you know, if 40% of the society tells you that, we're in a bad place. I'm afraid of that, because you see, lately we've been hearing very weird conspiracy, and they're a little bit more they're a little more hardcore than the other conspiracy. There's a conspiracy of the flat earth. What do you think? You don't think like a lot of people that are voting for the that think that the election is a conspiracy, those are the same people that could be prone to say that the earth is flat? I think those are the same people, you know, and I think a lot of them are on that side, and you know, and there's crazy people on the left too. So I'm very scared for the country and for the world. It's like, once you start believing in reality, I don't know what we can do for you, you know. And guys, we have to pray for the country. As I told you, this channel is called Witness Without Identity. We are witnessing the world without using our identity. So we're not trying to get involved in having an identity, black, white, red, Chinese, or Democrat or Republican. We're just trying to look at the world and talk about it in a very fair way, away from the world, disconnected from the world, not being connected to anything. That's the best way, and making choices. So that's the way we go. We look at what's going on in the world right now. So okay, guys, have a good day, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.